Hey listeners, powered up by Mazer Group, this is the Turnin Dirt Podcast. I'm your host, John Mazer. Allan?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, John?
I'm very well, thank you. Allan Levesque is with us today on episode 27 of Turnin Dirt. Allan is our construction sales representative from Brandon. Your territory is Western Manitoba.
That's right.
And I actually have a little nostalgic comment for you. That's where I started my career in Mazer Group.
Really?
Yeah. 2005. Actually, okay. Let me go back. 2005. Between school years, we actually just acquired Mooseman, or Mazer Group Mooseman at the time, which is called Mazer Implements. And so between the school years, I was helping kind of do the switchover and whatever. So that was between '05 and '06 school years, and then between '06 and '07, did some touring around, helping out customers or helping out sales and that sort of thing. In 2008, it was between 2007 and 2008. Actually, Dad approached me and said, Denny Bouchard was working for us then. He's now with AMI Attachments.
He is, yeah.
Yeah,
He's our rep.
Yeah, exactly. So, he was our construction rep for the whole province. And he said, Pop said he's running his tail off and he needs some help. Would you consider going into the construction world? And I was like, absolutely, I would. Because it was just, it was getting out of Bob's shadow. Not that Bob's shadow is a bad thing, but it was like I was finding John at the time. So very excited to have you on because construction was just like, it's my roots, man. So,
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me. And it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. So Allan, you've been on board with us for, would it be 6 months now?
Yes, that's right.
6 months. Okay. Yeah. So a little bit of history about you, Allan. You actually came from the car world, did you not?
That's right.
All right. So talk to me about that. How'd you get into that?
So, that's a long story actually.
I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah. So originally, you can probably hear with the accent, right? Which is actually funny because we never really talked before, just like online and stuff. I was like telling my wife, I was like, oh, I can't wait to talk to John with like my accent, but he's gonna be too polite to say anything, and just so. But I came from France like probably like 7 years ago, something like that. Yeah. And I graduated from a business school in France, and after that, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life really.
Gotcha.
And working, travel. I was pretty young, so my aunt and my uncle, they live in Wawanisa for like 35 years, something like this.
Okay, so they were here before you. Okay,
exactly. Yeah. My uncle is a farmer, and my aunt, she's a teacher, and we always been super close, And she was like, why don't you come in Canada and practice your English? Because like I said before, my English was really bad. Yeah. Really bad.
So bad as in like non-existent or pretty much?
Pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, like in class, I was always like, I will never speak English in my life. I don't care about this. You know what I mean? Like,
I need this language for it.
Allan, you got just enough English in you to do really well at a nightclub, I think.
Really?
You got that smooth French accent that I think a lady is going to go, oh, he's got that accent.
Do you think it's like delicious?
Yes. It's and nutritious.
It's delicious. Yeah, it's delicious.
Delicious, exactly. It's but that's funny that you say that. There is so where I was in my story. So I met my I came in Canada visiting my aunt and my uncle for the summer.
Yeah.
And I had a working permit for probably like a year. Yeah.
Okay.
Just 1 year of a working permit. I could do whatever I want, work wherever I want.
Yeah.
And I came in July, I remember. And when you're in France and you Google Canada, like people are like, bring your winter jacket, you're going to live in an igloo all year. You know what I mean? Like, and I was like, so I came in July and it was actually really warm and, sunny and stuff. I was like, what are people are talking about? It's pretty nice here, And then October 8th and I was like, all right, I'm out. It's like
It's over.
first minus 10, minus 15, like
Yeah.
for a little French guy like me, I was like,
Is it that much different than France?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then minus 10, you ain't seen nothing yet.
That's right, exactly, John. Like I minus 10, I was like, it's actually pretty warm, minus 10.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a beautiful day. and-
Exactly.
I'll take it. I'll take it any day.
That's right. So I was like, I was like, okay, I'm out. And then I started at the French school in Shiloh. There is a French school in Shiloh.
Yeah.
And I was working as a EA just to help my aunt and stuff in her classroom. So
Oh, because she's a teacher, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So you worked with her.
I worked with her, exactly.
Gotcha. Okay.
And my wife, she was at BU at the university.
Yep.
And she did her practicum to become a teacher at the school that I was working at.
Yeah.
And that's how we met.
Gotcha.
And then 7 years later, the rest is history.
The rest is history. Yeah.
I was like, oh, you know what? I stay a little longer, in December. And then after my working permit was over, I was like, okay, I'll do another one. I'll do another one. I'll do another one. I'll stay longer. Last time I said that was probably last week. All right. Fine, I'll stay longer.
What do you miss most about France?
Family and friends, for sure.
Of course.
Yeah, family and friends. Yeah, my parents still live in France. My sister, I still have a lot of friends in France that I still have contact with and stuff. And
Yep.
this is where I grew up, and I really miss it sometimes. But I'm really happy to be here. I feel so welcome here in Canada and in Manitoba, and where I work too at Mesa Group. It's awesome place to work at. So. I'm really happy. My wife is here. I have 2 kids now. One is 2 years old. The other one, my little girl, she's 5 months old. So.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, so you're like kind of like not fresh father, but like because you've got a 2-year-old, but like you're still in the diaper phase. And
That's
so-
right. Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
That's why I was a little late to come here, just because put them in the car and then go to the Airbnb, drop them off, come back screaming, blah blah blah. Where's my toy?
Bro, I wish I could tell you it gets better, right, Johnny? But what are we going to tell him about parenthood right now?
It gets better.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does get better.
You know what? I believe you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
1
8
year,
or
it's easy.
Yeah.
Like 8 or 9 years. Yeah. It gets
That's
much
right.
better. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So going back to you, so you met your wife at the school that you're working with your aunt.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice. Well, that worked out well.
Yeah, and then I decided to stay, and I know it's pretty far from your first question that you asked me, but
That's okay. This is perfect.
And then in order to stay, I needed to apply for a bunch of visa, working permit, and stuff like that. So I needed to find companies that would agree to do the paperwork for me, and so I work at a lot of different jobs. So,
Really?
Yeah, I work on the farm. I work on the bee farm. I work at the school.
Yeah.
I work in a daycare. I work as a roofer.
Wow.
I work as a janitor, like
Yeah.
cleaning stuff.
So you're like, what do you call it? The jack of all trades, master of none. Well, I shouldn't say that. You're probably a master at all of them. But the switches in careers, was that, were you obligated to do that in order to keep the visa?
That's right.
Gotcha.
Because
Okay.
I always need to find a company that will do the paper
Gotcha.
for me
Yeah.
and stuff. So, but then when I got my residency, then I could work wherever I wanted.
Right.
And I decided to go back to what I like, which is sales.
Yep.
And I got the job at a Mazda and Honda in Brandon.
Okay.
And it was awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
I had a great 4 years, 4 years and a half, I think.
Is that Foreman Mazda?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Great people there. Yeah.
Great people
Is
there.
Kent Foreman still there?
Yeah, he is still there. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Super nice guy.
Super nice guy. Yeah.
He helped me a lot and stuff, and even the people that I work with is I just have nothing but good memories. So.
Awesome. Did he bang a few songs off on the violin for you?
No, he didn't, but
No.
I heard that he's really good.
Like unbelievable violinist. Oh, like so good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I
I've heard rumors, if you're a musician. I was gonna say
A magician.
Oh man, are you from France
if you're a musician,
Now you see the violin, now you don't.
Jesus Christ. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. If you're a musician and you really apply yourself and keep it going, like obviously you invest in that in a piece of like an instrument that you excel in. And I've heard rumors about his violin and that it's very expensive.
Yeah, it's a high bet. Yeah,
like very expensive. Like I don't want to quote numbers or whatever, but like you take a piano, for example, like you can spend $1 million bucks on a piano if you want to, right? But like an old nice violin, like
I know,
a couple $100,000.
That's right.
Crazy.
That's wild.
It's crazy.
The sheer size of it and the makeup of it is a lot different from a piano. But violin is an extremely hard instrument to play. Yeah. It takes a lot of feel. Yeah. And if you're ever at a party and everyone's like, the mood needs to be picked up and a guy whips out a violin. Yeah. Man, tell me something better right now.
No kidding. Yeah.
And can actually like bang off like like mega tunes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just starts doing Lose Yourself by Eminem on the violin. That party would be off the hook.
No kidding. No kidding.
Have you seen the Geico commercial? Can Geico really save you more money on car insurance? Can Charlie Daniels play a mean fiddle? Have you seen that? It's just like the string on the, like they're just going ever. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. Anyway, that's a violin story for you. Yeah. Anyway, Kent Foreman, great guy. Great guy. So 4 years at Mazda.
That's right.
And then and is that when you made your move to Mazer Group?
Yeah, that's right. After that,
yeah.
I received a call from Courtney.
Yes.
And, and she's awesome.
Great girl.
Yeah, great girl. And she was like, we'll be interested to talk to you about a position here and stuff. And and I was like, why not? And then, and then I went and I got an interview with Tyler and Terry, who is my manager now. And
two beauties, by the way.
Two beauties, yeah. And I saw Terry's eyes and I was like, I cannot say no to that, I always make this joke, Yeah. He's always like,
hey gang, how's it going? Yeah.
Exactly. But that's how it happened. And then
nice.
And then that's one of the best choices I ever made.
Awesome.
I really like it here.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, you've made an absolute you've made a mark here at Mazer Group, Allan. I'm not trying to pump your tires at all because I think,
John, stop it.
Well, I got I'm being serious right now. Like we have a corporate sales meeting coming up next week. And, Allan, you really opened our eyes up to online marketing, which is really something we should be good at, but we do the online stuff with our website, but there is so many different avenues with online marketing, be it via Facebook Marketplace,
that's right.
Via Craigslist, that sort of stuff, right? So let's talk about that a little bit because you really opened our eyes to it. So was that something that you picked up in the car business?
I did, yeah. So I actually, that's funny because in the car business, I was the only one to do it too, I think,
really?
Yeah, the car dealership, but it's really different in the car dealership and Mazer. When you post a car online, you have a lot of you call it tire kicker, But I like those people because those people are still a lead, It's still
they called for a reason.
Exactly, it's still a lead that you have that you didn't have yesterday, so it's still a name that you didn't know that was interested, maybe.
That's exactly right.
So you need to take every opportunity that you have to make the sale, right? And
that's right.
And yes, like Facebook Marketplace and place like that, they are a gold mine. Yeah. And I feel like even more where we are now, like at Mazer for construction equipment and farm equipment and stuff.
Do you post construction equipment that you're selling through Mazer on Facebook, on a thing like Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah, that's right. That's what I do. Yeah. So I try to take my own pictures and stuff because pictures are so important too. You always need to think about what's gonna make my post better than the competition. You know what I mean?
Thank you, thank you.
But I want the customer to be behind his phone and be like, okay, I'm gonna click on this one because it looks more appealing to me.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Than something that is taking out in a garage, behind a big pile of
in the shed, got dust on it, all that kind of stuff.
Like that. So it starts just from that, and then after it's just about having a good description, going straight to the point, and and be available all the time too. Like sometimes I'm on my couch and it's like 10 p.m. and I'm watching this new show on Netflix or whatever, and there's this guy and say like, hey, is it still available? And you gotta answer now, you know, like because otherwise they can be gone forever, right?
Absolutely,
But I like it, you know, and and it's part of the job too. So
it's a huge. I keep saying it, Allan, that you opened our eyes to it, and I mean, you know, especially in ag equipment. We've been trying to do our best. Mesa Group is trying to do our best on our website. We've recently launched our new website, and so that's
really nice.
Yeah, I've kind of taken as a feat myself, and to make sure that every single piece of equipment has pictures and good pictures, and we need to breed that enthusiasm in the online marketing that you're projecting, because it works,
that's true.
Your numbers prove it works. You know, like I mean. Producer Jay, like, no word of a lie, this guy was on the job for a month, and like, I mean, he's throwing up points like right off the bat, and we're going like
rookie of the year.
Oh yeah, rookie of the month, and we don't even do that, and it's like month after month after month, you know. But I mean, like, it just
no, honestly, I appreciate it, and that's what I appreciate about Mesa Group too. It's, you know, there is this feeling about like feeling valuable, you know. It's really motivating for somebody that work in the company, you know, when you feel valuable for the company, and the people around you, they congratulate you for your work and stuff like that. And, you know, at the end of the day, I go home and I'm like, okay, like, so I made good money for myself and my family. The people I work with, they're like happy with me, and I'm happy with myself. So it's it's a really good feeling.
It's rewarding.
Yeah, it's rewarding. Exactly.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Sales is hard, man. Everyone thinks they can sell, but you know, when it comes down to it, it's an art and it's a technique. And you know what? I think I'm a 50-50 salesperson. To be the whole package, you got to know how to communicate. You got to know how to read people.
Yeah.
But it's the close.
Oh, big time.
That's where I drop. It's that close. It's asking for the sale. I've never been that guy. I want to prove a point and have them go, yes, I want it, without me going, do you want it?
That's right. Yeah.
Can we get you into this combine today?
That's right. Yeah. It's hard. Like I understand what you're saying. Like it can be hard sometimes, and a lot of salesmen, they have a hard time sometimes to ask for the deal, but you gotta ask for it at the
Absolutely
end of the day,
you do.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna say like, so now do we have a deal?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then if they have an objection, how can you you know? So yeah, you're right. It can be hard to be a salesman.
Well, up until that point, and the way I look at it, Allan, is like up until that moment, it's a no anyway.
Yeah.
So like, if you look at it that way and say, okay, it's a no right now. I've told the Mr. Customer or Mrs. Customer every feature in the book, the benefits, you know, how to use it, all that kind of stuff. But still, it's a no. Yeah. Until you ask for the deal, it's a no. So yeah, it's asking the right questions. I have to go back to you, Producer Jay. So the 50-50 salesperson, are you just talking about not being able to ask the deal or not wanting to ask for the deal?
I just think like someone's natural personality comes into whether they're a salesperson. So for me, can I communicate well? I think so.
Yes. I will say yes, you can.
Can I tell someone
I can say that
of something of value and why it's valuable to them and how it solves a problem that they're trying to fix? Yes.
Yep.
Can I, you know, be transparent enough to build a rapport with the client where I think that they will, you know, be trustworthy of me? Yes. And, you know, not 100% of the time, but I think I have the basic skills.
Yes.
But where I just fall off is that when I think it takes a little bit of grit further than that.
Yeah.
And for some reason in my life, the thought of making someone uncomfortable or doing something that maybe they aren't 100% in on, but they feel they're doing it for me.
Yeah.
That's a place I'm not willing to go. But the salespeople I do know that are really well, and I'm not speaking on you, Allan, because I don't know, but they're willing to go there. They're willing to go, trust me. get in this, and then they insure the service after to prove what they just sold.
Yep.
And I'm actually decent at that.
Yeah.
It's like living into what I promised, I'm fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
But can you ask for that sale, and can you be okay with them being unsure and just saying, trust me, you're not going to regret this. I don't have that little piece. I could work on it.
Yeah.
And I probably could get it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Or you can do it.
But being a salesperson, there's a part of it that is like innate.
Yes.
You either are or you aren't.
Yeah.
And when someone says I'm just not a car salesman, I'm like, I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
I get it.
It's like, you know what I related to is like, when you're a young kid and asking your parents for money. Like you don't want to ask them for money, because you hate the moment of like, can I, have $20 to go for drinks with their friends? But I mean, like, or donations. You take it one step farther. Like and it's crazy that I'm admitting this, but I hate asking for money.
Yeah.
But it's also asking for a deal too,
right.
So if you can get past that, that fear of, hey, going back to it's a no already. Just ask the question.
Yeah.
Because what's the worst that can happen?
Exactly.
It's still no.
Exactly.
That's the worst thing that can happen. Okay. Then we talk about it more.
Exactly. And that's what I was saying to your brother, actually.
Yeah.
I was talking about that because we were talking about my post on Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that. And I'm like, what is the worst thing that can happen even if I post something and nobody ever like talk to me about it? Like, I don't care. At least it's here. People can see it. It's free marketing,
That's right.
Or like having a setup like this, I think this is awesome. Like it's a good market. It's good. It's an excellent marketing tool.
Yeah.
Even for a customer to see me and learn about me and see how I talk and you know what I mean. Like they can put a face like on a voice and stuff like that.
Yep.
I think this is awesome that we are lucky to do that. So that's a really good thing. But you raise something that is really important too in sales is like actually the first step. Like when the customer learn about you, you gotta be the guy that that they like, because people buy from people they like. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
on the opposite side, by the way, they almost refuse to buy from someone that gives them any weird feeling, right?
That's right.
Super important.
It's like you want to be the guy, Like Allan at Mazer, he's the guy. Like I will never buy from anybody else. And I want my customer to feel like that too, I want to feel like I want them to feel like they can trust me and stuff like that. And and so building rapport with the customer is like probably the most important step.
And it has to come from a place of authenticity.
Yes.
That's right.
If someone thinks he's just trying to build rapport, that literally goes against the definition of rapport.
That's right.
So rapport is there or it's not. And if you're authentic and you're good at what you do, which obviously you are, I mean, it's endless.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And it's funny, it goes full circle around from building rapport back to your online marketing, because if you're doing a good job at that, that's also kind of an indirect way of building rapport too. The quality of your posts, the quality of your pictures, the descriptions, that sort of thing. We've got and we're slowly building that at Mazer Group. We're slowly building the importance of taking good pictures and making good descriptions and telling a story about a piece of equipment, because I'll tell you what, guys, there's nothing more disappointing. Like say if you're looking for a Skidoo or you're looking for a boat or something like that. So you go to the boat to, dealership, you go online, and the first thing you see is picture unable, or pictures.
Exactly.
It's like when first you read the description, it's like, oh my God, this is exactly what I'm looking for, and I can't even see it. It turns you off not only the sale of that boat, but almost the dealership.
Yeah, that's right.
Why didn't you predict that we would want a good picture of this?
Exactly.
Yeah. And you're getting in front of that, which is like what we want to teach in the rest of the group here, because, hey, excuse me, there's some guys in Mazer Group that do a really good job of it. They do. They take really good pictures. They make really good descriptions, that sort of thing. They list the pertinent information on that piece of equipment, but there is also a select few that just don't see or aren't understanding the merit in giving that good information about a unit. And it's part of the job. And that's the toughest thing is like, it's not I don't want it to seem like a chore. I want it to seem as an avenue. I want people to understand. I want our sales reps to understand that as an avenue to good business.
That's right. Exactly.
Like good business and more business. You know, the harder you try it and the better you do, the more sales you're going to see. I have this saying that you throw enough pickles at the window, one's bound to stick. So just keep throwing the fucking pickles at the window, you know, by good pictures, by good descriptions, by building rapport indirectly through your online marketing.
That's right.
And then as soon as they see that good marketing and they make a phone call, bam.
Exactly.
Now you're starting the conversation with them, and it just makes it, it makes sales fun.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, all of my sales has been like used.
Yeah.
I post a lot of stuff online, but just like most of the time is used.
Yep.
Except for like we offer like 0% or something like that. You know, it's good to advertise that too.
Yeah.
Which we do actually, guys. By the way, right now, so
we got some great 0% financing. I'm on Hyundai construction equipment.
That's right, exactly. So phone number 204. And a lot of my sales since I started at Mesa Group are just used stuff that I just posted online, and probably more than half of my customer that I sold a machine to are new ones.
Yeah.
You know, like that we never dealt with before.
Yeah.
So even to expand our customer base and stuff like that, you know, it's awesome. You know, it's and you know, people talk to, like, like, oh yeah, I just bought it from Mazer. I never bought anything from them before, but actually my experience was pretty great.
Yeah.
And then this guy know.
Yeah.
And then the next guy will know.
That's right.
The next guy will know.
Yeah.
And
the marketing world is getting so wild out here. Like, obviously that's my business, right?
Yep.
And everyone is so overstimulated all the time. So I need someone that when they're at like a family dinner and they're like, someone over here is, we need marketing done.
Yep.
That it's not even a conversation. They're like, call Jim.
Yes.
Like, he'll take care of you.
Yep.
That's right.
And it's getting, in a competitive market, what's going to make someone make you the default? You just got to call him.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the best of everything, but I know he won't let you down.
That's
because
right.
we're so scared of getting let down now, and we have all been with something.
Yeah.
And that's what years of what you're saying of word of mouth, good advertising. If someone's going to go, do I go to Allan at Mazer or Mickey at John Deere?
Yeah.
And they go and they just, the professionalism of Allan is so much heightened compared. That might be the decision maker. They might say, I prefer John Deere.
Yep.
Unfortunate, but they might say that.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's like the little things that matter.
Oh,
and in marketing, we try to convince people of that all the time.
Yeah. So it's funny you say the John Deere thing, because like, I mean, in your construction world, it's CAT, you know, people, and it's just honestly, it's just the name. Like, I mean, some guys, they don't mind paying more for equipment. They don't mind paying more for parts. They don't mind paying more for service. But it's just that, and it's just that CAT blood, and there's John Deere blood in the ag industry, right? But you can change that, like, and I mean, you can change,
like, you can, like, and that's why I like actually selling I&A equipment, because we're still like a attacking brand, you know.
Yep.
So we got to go out there and then like show them that we are better.
Yep.
I was going to say as good, but no, we are better than CAT or Deere or whoever else, you know what I mean? I don't even care who, you know, just to show that my product is what you need, you know, is the best you can have, and you're going to be happy with it, like, right now. You know what I mean? I really like that.
We roll with the best of them.
That's right.
And easily, like, I mean, we easily roll with the best of them. Yeah, it's just giving us a chance. So back to your online marketing strategies, like, what do you find, Allan, is like there's so many aspects to it. There's good pictures. There's good. What do you find? Okay, like, I got to make sure this is A+ first before I move on to the next one. Like, take a piece, for example. Yeah. Is it pictures? Is it description? I mean, obviously it's all of it, but like, what's like number one? Got to have this first.
That's a good question, but I would say the picture.
Yeah.
The picture will be number one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like we talked about before, like you can have like a good description and a nice title about what you want to buy. If you can put your eyes on it, you can like see it. That's not the.
It's step one almost.
Exactly,
and you need good product to take a picture of.
That's right.
So you guys gotta have inventory to sell, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, and yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, along with along with the good product, I think kind of a segue is like, because it's all good stuff. Like we're not selling junk here, even if it's used, but it's also good pictures of the product. Like, I mean, you're saying before, there's some guys that just go and don't mind taking pictures of the unit back in the at the back of the shed where it's dusty and that sort of thing. It's funny how much more attraction if you just took the time to take that unit out of the shed, give it a good clean, or just give it a good pressure wash off. You don't have to spit polish it or anything like that, but just get out of the shed and have, good sunlight on it. And it's amazing how much more attention that will get rather than just, take a quick picture in the back of the shed. And that'll be
exactly.
Enough,
Yeah, it's as simple as that, like you said, and even if, I know like not anybody can do that, but like what I do if I don't have a choice, sometimes like it's -40 and we cannot do something, and then like you can modify the picture too, like I blurry the picture and stuff like that, and I add our logo and stuff, and it looks automatically more professional, more attractive. And,
a little bit of editing here and there. Like, I mean, it doesn't take much. Like, how many friggin' apps are on online now that you can and I'm not saying like, what's that? You put a bow tie on a pig or whatever, even though it's still a pig, it looks like it's dressed up.
Exactly.
But like,
that's the thing.
Absolutely,
right.
yeah. Like,
I think what you're saying is there's absolutely no excuse these days to have a bad picture.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like,
thank you.
It doesn't have to be a professional photographer, but with all the stuff out there, there is no excuse to have a pixelated, bad light, non-edited, boost it with a filter. Come on, now. Boost the color. Come on now.
Yep. You can even take it on Snapchat, like.
Guys, as a marketing guy, it almost gives me an aneurysm daily seeing this stuff. Because I just want to call people and be like, man, here's the deal. Center the item.
Yes.
Like, just focus it. Make sure it's not blurry.
Doing?
Hit edit, hit filter, brighten the colors. It's more attractive. Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
But I got a question about Facebook Marketplace, because you guys probably don't do this because you're successful men. I'm less successful than you, so I still sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace. And it ain't $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 construction equipment. I'm selling like a toilet paper holder
and a damn nice toilet paper holder.
It'll be beautiful, marble, but
with the right lighting and everything.
Yeah. But what I mean is, like, I still get these messages like, "Hey, what's the lowest you'll do?"
Oh yeah,
and it's $10. I'm like, I'll do $5. Yeah. And they're like, $4? ? I'm like, you just asked me what the lowest I'm about to go is.
Yeah.
I give you an honest answer, which is 50% off my asking price.
Yeah.
No, I can get them for $1 more. And then I have a rule that if that happens, I pick it up and I go throw it out.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, I'm not even dealing with it at this point. Yeah, and people will be like, yeah, can I pick up on Tuesday? They never show all that stuff. Yeah. Do you deal with stuff like that on like $100,000 equipment?
Yeah.
Like, hey, can I come take a look? Bails. Yeah. It never shows. Hey, you don't get offers on Facebook Marketplace like that, do you?
Oh, I do. Yeah, I do sometimes. Like, I try to. I never answered like those like, hey, can you do this, or can you reduce the price? I try to build like how do you say that? To build like our product quality and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I leave the price. The last thing I want to talk about is the price. First, I really want the customer to like our product and see the value of it. That's what I wanted to say, the value, This is why I am asking for this price, because if I were asking for $30,000 less, then you will have this piece of shit machine right there. Yeah. You know what I mean? So this is why you need to pay a little bit more right now just to get the best out of it and the best machine that you can have. But obviously I still have those questions sometimes, and like I just said, well, that's something that we can talk about. Are you free tomorrow to come and see the machine? And then most of the time they said yes. Sometimes they don't answer. Sometimes they're like, well, that doesn't answer my question. I'm just like, well, like, and then I just improvise. I just talk and go with the flow and the conversation. But that happened all the time, especially in the car business. Actually, car business way more. But construction, less than that.
Oh yeah, I'll get an offer for an $8 toilet paper holder for, hey, will you take 7? Of course. Where do you live? This. Yeah. I'll accept it. We're done. Never hear from them again.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what the hell? Like,
come on, guys.
That was your number. Like it was the customer's number, and then all of a sudden they were gone.
That's true.
I actually said to my wife the other day, I said, true financial freedom is never having to sell anything on Facebook Marketplace ever again in my life.
No kidding.
if it's a car, a house, a rental, business strategy, all day, there's no judgment there. The day I have to, like, not sell a piece of luggage on Facebook Marketplace to get my money back, and it just goes to the donation bin.
That's right. Yeah,
guys, I've made it. You'll see me. You'll see me at the club with bills going everywhere,
shredded bills,
dropping 50s and stuff.
Yeah.
No, I totally understand.
Dinner's on me.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, after you sell the piece of luggage. Yeah. And it was a damn nice piece. Did you see the pictures on that piece of luggage?
Centered.
And the description?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's got that handle that comes in and out. Yeah.
That's why I want this one.
Wheels roll smooth.
That's right. Yeah. You're rolling anyway.
Yeah.
Do you do videos in any of your
I think I will.
I should know this, but I
didn't yet, but I will. I think this year I will start to make videos and explain the product and stuff like that. Same thing is so important for the customer.
Yeah.
And also I saw that nobody does it in Brandon.
No.
So that'll be good if we can be the first one to do it.
Yep.
Again, it's just about like what can I do to make myself better than the competition, But yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that.
Yeah, one more one more piece of information you can offer, because I mean, like, you take a wheel loader for example. If just a quick video firing it up, walking around the unit, and then even if there's one where you get in and cycle the loader,
That's right.
Because they got a lot of, you've been in the industry long enough and checking out pins and stuff like that on loaders and excavators and stuff like that. The experienced buyer will look at that, whether it needs pin work and stuff like that. So I mean,
and you know what? Most of the time, the buyer actually know the machine better than you. Nowadays they did their homework. They look at videos online and they ask the right question, they know what they want. And so like when you provide videos like this and stuff like that, the sale can be made the same day sometimes, because you already gave all the information that the customer need. So that's why we need to take every tool that we have and that we can have access to make just the process easier for everybody.
Is that going to be in your presentation next week?
Yeah, I'm still working on it. I'm a little nervous about it.
Do not be nervous, my friend. Like, honestly, do not be nervous, because, like, as I said before, Allan, like, I mean, you're making a big statement in Mazer Group, and I mean that in like the most professional and honest way, because, like, we're seeing a gentleman like yourself, who I can barely understand, can walk in. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
I think I got everything.
I love it.
A gentleman like yourself, that can come from the car industry into the equipment industry and then be as successful or gaining momentum as fast as you can. There's something to be said about that. And what you're doing differently is what we're not doing right now, is online marketing. So if I give any piece of advice for next week, do not be do not be nervous because everybody is excited for what you have to say.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
And if not, you can just give me a buzz and I'll walk up there with you and say, listen the fuck up, everybody, because we got some equipment to sell here, and this guy knows how to do it. So
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Johnny's got some marketing chops.
Yeah,
I've seen it. I've seen it in action
once in a while. Yeah. If I got to get involved, I'll get involved. Yeah. I guess this will be your first. This will be your first corporate sales meeting.
Yeah. So how does that work? Like we all go.
Yeah, we're all meeting out at a hotel in Brandon. It's a Clarion. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a full day. We'll just one full day. Anybody that's coming from outside of town will come in the night before. We're giving people the option to stay the next night because we like to do kind of a gathering on the. But it'll be good for you, Allan, because it'll put a lot of faces, names to faces.
Yeah, you. Definitely.
Yeah. Because I know when I was working in the construction side of Mesa Group, you get a lot of calls from the ag guys, just asking questions that is still available, and what can you tell me about that? And are you getting a lot of that?
Yeah, sometimes. I try. I do. Yeah,
try as best you can. Like
exactly.
I'm not gonna say it's a tough area. It's a interesting gray area that really we haven't mastered yet, because you can't fault a agriculture. You can't fault an agriculture sales representative for inquiring about a piece for his or her customer, right? So, but at the same time, it is construction equipment. So
and most of the time it doesn't bother me really. Like I'm a team player, and I like to help the people around me.
Yeah.
I think I do good enough for myself to not be like, okay, it should be my sale, it should be my customer. You know what I mean? I'm like I rather help and work in an environment like this. Like for example, for egg days, we just had egg days in Brandon.
Yeah.
And we have those awesome discount on skid steer and New Allan and stuff like that. We offer 0% for 5 years, and and throw that out there. Okay, guys,
you pay 0% financing for 5 years in Mesa.
No,
buy delicious.
Yeah.
And so I made like a sort of book, that goes straight to the. Actually, I have one in my truck. I'll give you one after. But it goes straight to the point. You have the machine, you have the MSRP price, and then you have the discount.
Gotcha.
And you have the payment. So you guys did like a Tyler, and you guys did like send us the
menu pricing.
Menu pricing, exactly.
Yep.
And I made that as a book with information about the machine and stuff like that. And like I have probably 2 left, and I print like 50 of them.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And probably like 7 or 8 of them were like taken by all the salesmen, like, like can I have this? Like just like yeah, sure, you can take it.
Can I borrow this?
Yeah, exactly.
For like 4 years.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, take it. If that can help, I'm happy to help. So
yeah.
So yeah, that was funny, but
good stuff.
Yeah.
So are you? I have to ask you in your position, because like when I was back in my construction days, New Holland at that point was making wheel loaders and excavators, and we really capitalized on the markets that the bigger guys like Deere and Cat weren't.
Yeah.
And when I say that, Allan, we had a lot of farmers, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the New Holland bidirectional tractor, but that was something that New Holland only made. And so, so we really, I really focused on a lot of the farming, the farming customers, or the operations that could merit a piece of construction equipment as part in difference to an ag piece. Are you finding that there is more ag customers coming into your office and selling more, or are you focused mainly on the construction sector, if you will?
Honestly, I focus on whoever want to buy.
Yes. Well, I mean, great answer. Yeah. Like, great answer.
You can be like a nurse, or you can be like whoever you.
Yeah. You want to buy? I got something for you.
Exactly. But no, like to more seriously, like I do have quite a bit of farmers that come into my office and they're like, "Hey, I need to ski snowmobile just to push snow around and clear driveway and stuff like that." They Yeah, I have quite a lot. Otherwise, we still have our base customer of construction, that I follow up with, and I just call them and say, hey, we have this, that. Are you happy? And stuff like that. So now I have a little bit of everybody. Good. And that's how I actually, like, what I was wondering before I started this job. I was like, will I ever talk to farmers, or just going to focus on construction and then construction equipment and then, like, construction company?
Yep.
But no, actually, like I have quite a bit of farmers that
nice
are inquiring about stuff.
Do you find that the with your online marketing, do you find you attract more construction based customers or ag, or is it a mixture of both?
Mix of both. Yeah, a mix of both.
Mix of both.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I have some that come from far away too. Like,
is that right?
Oh yeah, I have messages.
It's a great thing about the internet, though. I mean, like
that's right, exactly.
I mean, it reaches all corners, or I guess all.
Yeah.
How would you say it? Not all corners of the globe, but like all curves of the globe, if you will. Yeah. What's the farthest piece you've ever sold? Like furthest away?
Probably, somewhere around here, probably.
Yeah?
Yeah, probably somewhere around Regina.
See, that's good reach right there. Like, I mean... Yeah, I mean, obviously with your new market, you have to stay within your territories, right? But, I mean, used as... you can go wherever you want.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the good thing, like selling a piece of equipment, like a used one, then you can sell it anywhere you want, really.
That's exactly it, yeah.
So that's pretty good.
So going back to my days, I got to ask you about a couple of local guys. I don't think Allan and Bullock is one anymore, right?
Sorry, what did you say?
Allan and Bullock Excavating.
They're still in Brandon.
They're still in Brandon, but I think they're a Doosan dealer too.
Well, there is like a CNC.
Oh
next to it. So
Allan and Bullock. That was my first big customer. That was back when Bob Allan and Carl Bullock owned it. And there was just a couple of beauties. Obviously, they sold to, they sold to Jared Jacobson from J&G Homes or whatever. The guy who's buying up every business in Brandon pretty much. But no, like a couple of beauties there on Bob Allan and Carl Bullock. They were my first back in the New Holland days, they were my first E215B excavator sale. Yeah, so that was a 200 series excavator. And then they also bought 3. That was my biggest sale at the time. I can't remember how old I was, but they bought 3 W130Bs, which is a 3-yarder. Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, so I was pretty proud of that one.
No kidding. You can be
fucking proud of that one. Yeah. Anyway, but they went to, it was funny because right when I was transitioning into my marketing position within Mazer Group, that was my 1 year I did before I went into ag. They put the Doosan sign on their building and they swore up and down, oh no, we're just doing generators and all that kind of stuff. And
and now look at them.
Yeah, look at them. They're using a lot of Doosan stuff, a lot of stuff. So those are one. Obviously alternative landscaping. You met Chris Griffin before. Yeah, great guy. Yeah, he runs he's still running New Holland skid steers, and he's got a couple of wheel loaders.
I need actually to call them and told them about our pricing right now.
Right on.
That's what I'm gonna do this week, actually.
Right on.
Yeah. And
well, maybe you and I go see him when I'm in town next week.
Yeah, no kidding.
Have you met him before?
I never met him before.
Oh, let's go then. Let's just make that. Yeah. Because Chris is a great guy, and his son's also involved in the company now. Oh, he's gonna kill me. Spencer Griffin. Yeah, Spencer Griffin is his son. Yeah, yeah, and he's one of the foremans of the job foreman that he's got there, and they've really progressed over the years. They used to be kind of just a landscaping company, and now they're into big sewer and water jobs and that sort of thing. So it's fun. Fun to see companies grow like that. And be a part of that. So yeah. Biggest excavator you sold?
You know what? I don't even remember.
That's good. You sold so many you don't remember.
Excavators, I don't know. Wheel loaders, probably a 960.
Yeah. It's a nice 4-yarder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wheel loaders, the 960 is probably the biggest I sold.
Yeah.
Excavators, I don't know.
That's okay.
I sell a lot of skid steer and compact truck loaders too.
Yeah.
Those things are actually perfect for Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Because like I don't have a lot of customers that are looking on Facebook Marketplace for product that are more than $200,000.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I think if it's more than that, they go directly to the store, or like it's definitely a bigger purchase. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then when it's when we talk about a skid steer between like 50,000 to 150,
Yeah.
Definitely then people are more shopping online.
Yes.
Yeah. And this is where you got to be, right? So.
Yes, 100%. That's where you're like hitting the nail on the head, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had a gentleman that sat on our board of directors, Nick Logan, who was like pretty much the guy that created National Leasing out of Winnipeg.
Oh, wow.
Great guy, unbelievable. He was a big online advocate, huge advocate for online marketing, and good on him. Like, I mean, he made he made a valid argument for it, and like he raised the example of there were some furniture outlets, like one furniture store was crap in their pants because I think it was Wayfair that was selling everything online, and then Wayfair was crapping in their pants because there was another furniture store that could actually model your room, and you could put the piece of furniture in here. So he was trying to apply that to the ag world, and exactly as you said, Allan, like nobody is going to buy a $500,000 combine on Facebook Marketplace. That is just something that you have to come into the dealership for. I need to talk to a representative and stuff like that, right? So
they are big on $8 toilet paper holders.
And they even got this, nice app where you can put the toilet paper holder
on it, show it rolling. It's spring loaded, quick release.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah. So no, I completely agree with you that like it's there is a place, and there is a is it niche is the word I'm looking for like online marketing, and there is a certain price range that you that it does bode perfectly well for. Right. But the bigger stuff needs to be in person, needs to be in the dealership. Exactly. And it's a big purchase. Yeah. Like, I mean, those things are, excavators now. Like, I mean, Christ, they're $500,000-$600,000 for a big one. Like, I mean, it's funny. I can't remember who I was talking to, but I remember when we were selling 200 series excavators. That's that E250B I was talking to for $130,000, $140,000. Yeah,
that's crazy how prices went hopping.
So they're like $250,000 now.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I know.
They're worth every penny. Don't get me wrong, everybody. They're worth every penny.
Yes.
But it's just like that's inflation for you, right? So yeah,
it is.
Yeah, it's.
It just, I think it's just life right now. You go to the store and you want to buy like, some groceries and then like, you go to the cashier and it's like, okay, it's $65. Well, I just have 3 bananas,
Yeah, that's right.
I don't want to buy the store. I just want some fruits,
I saw some online the other day that said, I've reviewed my budget for 2025 and I've determined that it would be better if I just pass away.
Yeah, no kidding. Honestly.
Oh God. And I felt that down to my pancreas.
No. It made so much sense.
Yeah.
It made so much sense. Yeah. What do we got pulled up on the screen?
Yeah.
here?
So, I mean, seeing that we have, someone who lived in France.
Yes.
I just pulled up some France trivia for me and you, Johnny, and then, make sure he knows.
That's going to be fun.
First one is, which city is the capital of France? Nice, Bordeaux, Paris, Marseille?
Marseille.
Yeah. My bad.
No, that's pretty good.
But this is, first off, I know it's not Bordeaux. They're the capital of winemaking, though. I'll tell you that.
That's a region, is it not?
Yeah.
Bordeaux is a city.
Oh, it's a city.
Yeah, Bordeaux is a city, but also the wine.
Bordeaux is
Bordeaux
yes. So in France, they don't call it by the varietal of grape. They call it by the region. I think is what you were trying to say of region of where the wine came from. And I did a full wine tour in Bordeaux.
Yeah,
you did.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, these wineries, guys. Nice. I'm telling you, mansions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In the hills.
You've been to France?
Yeah. So
that's awesome.
Earls took
we went
me
together.
Yeah.
What's that?
Earls took me for a trip for winning an award. I went Rome, Amsterdam, Paris, Bordeaux, and Bordeaux was the really. They would take us on culinary tours and wine tours to match the industry we're in, so we could kind of see a little bit behind the scenes of how like true wine is made.
Yep.
There's great wineries in Niagara.
Yep.
And Okanagan.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But what I saw in Bordeaux was wild, and I came back and I think Bordeaux is my favorite wine.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, and it's in the right temperature, a little chilled.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If you have a warm glass of red wine after having chilled red wine for a while, it's toilet water. and guys, I'm telling you, I'm not a sommelier. My pinky ain't up with tea time.
Have you seen this guy on TikTok? You know, like he's doing like this with the.
Oh yeah, you swirl it, you slurp it.
And then you look at the guy like this, and he's like. And then after you shake the hands of the waiter, like, you have a good bottle, buddy, you know? And like, oh my God, you know? And there's so many people assume that, like, because I'm from France, you know?
Yeah.
That wine and cheese and baguette, you know? Or like what I know most in the world, you know? And I don't, you know? Actually, like, I drink wine sometimes. But I, you know, I'm not I don't know anything about wine or stuff like that.
We should have had a little wine and cheese platter for him here.
You know, actually, when I started
charcuterie,
charcuterie, exactly.
Charcuterie.
I started at Honda and Mazda. We had like this meeting with Ken Foreman, and he invited like every salesman to the keg. And I was one of the last one to show up, and I sat down next to him, and he talked to, I don't know, I hope he's not gonna listen to this podcast, but and then he talked to me about cheese and wine for like 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, and I needed to I was like, oh yeah, actually I know exactly what you're talking about. You know, this is an excellent wine. You know, you're just new here, so I needed to actually play along with him. I had no fucking clue what I was saying. You know, I was like, yes, actually. You know, I was like just rolling my mustache like this, acting real French, you know? And then, I will always remember.
Yeah, you obviously got through it.
I guess, that was pretty good.
That's so funny. Well, I'm going, I think it's Paris.
I think it's Paris too.
But guys, that's Paris.
It is Paris?
It's Paris.
Yeah.
Which city is the capital of the French island of Corsica? I mean, I gotta go to you. Do you know this?
Well,
wait. Which city is the capital of the French island? Is it pronounced Corsica?
Corsica, yeah.
Corsica. Yeah, there's an island.
Yeah,
I didn't even know it was a French isle
in the Mediterranean Sea.
Okay.
Well, Ajaccio has got to be Italian. Luciana is not French. Well,
is it? Is it not?
Oh man!
You know what?
Now that I'm looking at these, why do they all look Italian?
You know what? I never heard about Propriana and Luciana.
I'm going Bastia. Bastia.
You know what? I know the answer, but I won't tell you.
Yeah, John.
No, actually, I have no fucking idea either. I think Bastia or Ajaccio. It's either Bastia or Ajaccio. I would go with Bastia.
Do you have the answers?
No, I'm just guessing with you.
Wait, like the answer won't show up here
until I click what.
Oh, okay. So it will show up.
Yeah.
Okay. I want the. Was it
Ajaccio?
Ajaccio.
A jack off.
It is. You get it. You get it.
It is. Oh wow! When I was wrong. See, that's tough.
True or false? Croissants.
Croissant.
Poisson croissant.
Croissant.
Originated in France. True
How
or
do
false?
you say croissant?
I say
croissant.
Croissant.
Yeah.
True.
I'm going.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I'm going false.
True.
Yeah, you know what? There's probably something.
Yeah, there's a trick here. Let's go. Yeah, it's false. If they're too easy, true and false, you know it.
That's right.
It was invented in
Vienna,
South
Austria.
Africa.
Let's say like croissant actually originated from
Vienna,
Vienna,
Austria. Yeah, there's some French speaking there. When did the construction of the Eiffel Tower begin? We're looking at 1874, 1887, 1901, 1917. It's
1887.
Just so sure about.
I think it's 1887.
Yeah, it is.
There you go. I wasn't even sure. I was going to go against you, but it's 1887. When is the oldest architectural structure in France from?
That's deep. What the hell?
You know what?
What the hell? C.
The oldest one, yeah.
Before Christ.
What?
In Christ era.
Oh, like is that AD?
Yes, CE is I believe AD. So Christ era. I think.
Yeah,
am I wrong on that?
They say AD in France.
Like in French rules, say like how do we say? Fuck! It's been so long that I didn't do that, but
I'm gonna go 6790 BC. It's like early culture.
Yeah. Somebody say 4800.
Okay, let's go 4800 because the Persians owned a lot of that area. Oh, there we go. 4800. Johnny, you are a trivia king.
Drop the mic.
Yeah, I'm batting. Oh, I don't know what I'm batting right now.
What is the structure? Palace of Versailles.
Oh, wow.
Versailles. Notre Dame de Paris. I can't even speak like this in front of a French guy.
You guys didn't make fun of my accent so far, so you can talk French as much as you want. Okay, you're really good.
You know what? Do you know the answer to this one?
I have no idea.
You know? Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
I would say like maybe I don't know Notre Dame. Maybe?
Notre Dame is like it's
like,
a nice.
Yeah, before that.
I want to say
you know what?
Go ahead.
Try
Palace.
Pont du Gard because my parents live not far from that now.
Oh no!
And it wasn't.
It's the one we didn't know how to say. All right.
What is the national food of France? Well, we know it's on a croissant.
Yeah,
we know it's
because how pissed would Vienna be?
No kidding.
They make the croissant on the flag.
Yeah. Pot au feu.
Ratatouille.
Pot au feu, ratatouille.
Quiche Lorraine.
Quiche. Lorraine. Laurent.
Quiche.
Laurent.
Quiche Lorraine.
Quiche Lorraine.
Ratatouille. No, okay.
Really quickly, we were in Cuba for a buddy's wedding, and we asked the waitress, "How do you say like, hey, hey, beautiful, how's it going?" Mm-hmm. And it was she's like, "Hola, princesa, eres linda," and that turned into in a week went, "Hola, princesa, where's Linda?"
Yo,
yeah.
So,
I'm going pot au feu.
Pot au feu.
There it is.
Hey, that a boy.
Yeah.
The last one here, which is true, which is a true fact about France. France is one of the oldest nations. France is sometimes referred to as the hexagon.
What?
0.11% of the world's population speaks French.
That could be true.
France's largest border is Germany. That's untrue.
That's untrue. Yeah.
Or
is it?
I would say that's probably.
Is that the largest border? Italy.
No.
It is.
I would say Spain.
Spain.
Okay, so it's not that one then.
So not even 1% of the world's population speaks French. There's a lot of French-speaking people in Africa.
There's
got to be more than 0.11%.
Oh, you think it's more than that?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think so. I think
that's
that's not true.
Okay, so it's A or B then.
France is one of the oldest nations. That's too vague to be the answer because of course it's old, but we're talking. It's not
going back to your if it sees too good, if it seems true, it's probably not. Yeah.
France is sometimes referred to as the hexagon.
But how can that be right?
Does it have 5 points? Does it?
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah. So
that's it.
When you look at it, it looks like this. So it's like
that's probably
sometimes it's referred to the octagon.
Yeah, the octagon.
And then France's largest border is Germany.
Like
I don't think that is true. I'm going is the hexagon.
You want the hexagon? Okay, I'm going to go with you then. Come on. Yes.
Oh, there's
two answers?
Well, France is one of the oldest nations. It's vague. Of course, it's one of the older nations.
Yeah.
What the hell kind of question is that if it's two right answers, though? Like, that's weird. Which region of Europe is France in?
Western, central, and eastern, northern, southern. Well, let's talk about what it isn't in. It is not northern.
No.
Central and eastern. I wouldn't even say it's central. I'm going southern or western. I'm going southern.
I went western.
I would say western.
I went western.
Western? Okay.
Western.
Yeah, it's western. My bad. My bad. Okay, guys, we did well.
I love it.
As a team, there's nothing we can't do, especially when a guy was born in France.
You know what? I'm actually surprised at how many questions I didn't know the answer. Shame on me. Yeah. Like, I mean, like, who cares where the croissants come from, right? Like, as long as it's good.
My question is how, if we did a Canada quiz in France, how many people would even
That's right.
know?
Well,
anything?
You know what?
Speaking of which, did you have to do one? You had to do one for your citizenship.
Exactly.
That's where I wanted to go.
Yeah, I did one. And I was stressing so much about it, you know? I printed the book and I read it like... Actually, no, I'm not gonna lie. I read it twice, but I was still stressing about it. And the question were like so actually easy, you know? I was like trying to remember who was the first minister in 1924 and blah, 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 and stuff like that. And the question were like, so what is the capital of Manitoba? And I'm like, okay, that's actually, I was like, that sounds a little bit too easy.
Yeah. They tried to trick you, right?
Yeah. It is actually Steinbach. Yeah. You know, like, maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe they switch it. I don't know. So yeah, that was question like this. So
yeah,
but yeah, I did it, and it's 20 questions. You need to have 15 or 20 to pass, and I think I got like 17 or something like that.
Oh, nice. Well, yeah. So what is all involved? So you have to do the quiz, and then is there anything else?
And then after, like, you gotta you have your ceremony. Before COVID, like, it was always in person.
Yeah.
Now they do that online too. So so then you sing the national anthem and you swear on the king and that's it.
Do you have to sing the national? Like you like you're like in your mic and like
exactly, like just like
really?
Oh, Canada.
Oh, like they want you to sing the national anthem.
That's right. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, imagine if someone just thinks it's The Voice audition. Yeah. There's a panel. They're like, hit your button. Hit your button.
Then all of a sudden you see the guy that, like, you know,
whoever
it is, turn around, like, that's him. Yeah.
That's a no. It's a no for me, dog.
No kidding.
It's a no for me, dog. I don't think we can let you.
You know what? No, you didn't. You cannot be Canadian.
Yeah. No.
Wrong key.
Yeah.
People that are hired at sports games to sing the national anthem can't even hit the key. I couldn't even imagine random people going to the king. The king's lair.
So many videos like this. Like,
you know,
and you see the basketball player in the back that just like.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
And you feel so bad. Right. Like, have you? You probably see. Maybe you have seen. Have you seen the one where the guy's singing? Is it the national anthem or is it the Canadian national anthem or the U.S. where they're at a hockey game and he's skating and he's like an opera singer and he like trips. He trips on the carpet.
Vancouver.
You remember that?
Yes,
and
I
he
do.
trips on the carpet. Oh my god! Oh,
that's actually
and
hilarious.
he keeps singing. Like,
yeah. Never give up, eh? No matter what, you know.
You can't
job to do, you know.
Could you bring that up real quick? Oh my god, if you can, it would be amazing. Have you seen this?
I never seen.
Oh, you got to see it before we end. We got to see it.
He's cruising around.
Oh man, like he's going in full bore. And then he gets up and he's trying to stop the car running.
True professional, man.
Oh,
no kidding.
Yeah, and then and I think that's it. I don't think
never give up, eh?
Yeah. Never, man. You trip over like, imagine the players just having to be professional.
Oh my god.
Oh man, it's so bad.
You gotta laugh.
I would die laughing, honestly.
I'd
be like,
the poor guy. Like, I mean, he tried, and so.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, Allan, thank you so much for coming, man.
Well, thank you guys. That was awesome.
This was perfect.
Yeah,
will you come back?
Anytime.
Awesome.
Anytime.
Yeah. Right on. I'll get to see you. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. But no, really, really appreciate your insight on your online marketing and all the great things you're doing for Mazer Group. And it is a pleasure having you aboard. And I hope we grow old together, man.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
I want you to stay here for a long time. So
yeah, me too. That's the plan.
Good stuff, man. Thanks again for coming, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jay.
Cheers, brother.
Yeah, thanks.
Cheers.